has made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Look, 180. Go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check back. Switch.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Rams.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
180. We got to get the ball. We go. 76.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Let's get it.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Great play. Hey, my 7. My 44. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Check 41. Run. Big gap.
Now a handoff looking right. He leaps over him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
You don't want no problems with me.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Ready. The mic. 41's the mic. Hey, Orbit. Time. Hey, 41's mic. Get it.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Shit. Value three. Check four.
On second down, it's Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more...
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man. It's Brown. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Minshew, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On 4th down, Minshew. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Running right, here's Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Showed up. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Goff
now looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Look at me. Go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Going up top for Cup. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. I got you, boy. Hey, Delta. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1. Go. Lead dribble.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Check three. Maverick. Hey, 5. Hold on. Check. Hey, Foxtrot. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hold on. Check.
To throw is gone. And that's complete to Cooks. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Set up. 70, Indy. Check 41. Let's go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Set. 10 logo.
Bandit. Bandit. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Check safety.
Shoot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Squeeze. Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here's gone. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
He wasn't ready. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They run the counter. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 20! Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got it. 19 yards to pick up there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Brown, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. powering forward. Fournette fighting through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing on third. Gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this is going to come up well, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.